Today, we're talking about baseball cards. You probably remember them as a simple kid's hobby. But in the 1980s, something changed. That hobby became an investment, a get-rich-quick scheme. An entire generation of kids and their parents were told that these little pieces of cardboard were a retirement fund. They were wrong. This is the story of the junk wax bubble and how a children's game turned into a massive financial collapse. For decades, cards were literally worthless. The most valuable vintage cards today are only rare because moms threw them out. But in the late 70s, adult collectors got nostalgic and started paying real money for old cards. This sparked the rookie card craze. Suddenly, a new card pulled from a 50-cent pack could be worth $100. It was a lottery ticket, and the card companies noticed. Before 1981, Topps was the only major player. After a legal battle broke their monopoly, Fleer and Donruss jumped in. All three companies saw the soaring demand and had the exact same idea. Let's print more. They didn't just print more. They printed an unimaginable amount. By the late 1980s, experts estimate they were printing 81 billion cards per year. That's over 300 cards for every single person in the United States. This is where the term junk wax comes from. The wax was the wax paper packs, and the junk was the worthless cardboard inside. When you print 81 billion of anything, it is no longer rare. It doesn't matter if it's a 1990 Frank Thomas, there are millions of them. But here's the crazy part. No one knew. The companies kept their print numbers a secret. So the perception of rarity was still there, propped up by a new industry. This bubble was inflated by enablers. The most important was the Beckett Baseball Card Monthly. This magazine looked like a stock ticker, giving every card a book value with little arrows pointing up or down. It turned the hobby into a stock market. Kids weren't just trading, they were checking the Beckett. The problem? The prices were just guesses. But the Beckett became the Bible, and in the 80s, the arrows almost always pointed up. Card shops popped up on every corner, run by investors who weren't hobbyists. They were just moving product, telling you, you gotta buy this case of 1990 score. Then the media went insane. Home shopping channels sold investment-grade sets, yelling about limited supplies of cards that had print runs in the millions. The message from everyone was clear. Buy, buy, buy. These will never go down. In 1989, a new company called Upper Deck changed the game. They made beautiful premium cards on glossy stock with holograms and sold them for double the price. Their very first card was the 1989 Ken Griffey Jr. Rookie. It was an instant sensation, selling for $100. This proved the premium market existed, so all the other companies launched their own premium brands, printing billions more premium cards. The market was totally saturated. In August 1994, the MLB players went on strike. The World Series was canceled, and furious fans abandoned the game and the hobby. This was the pin. But the bubble was always going to burst. The kids who started collecting in 1985 were now in college and needed money for a car. They all had the same idea. It's time to cash in my retirement fund. They walked into card shops with their giant boxes of valuable cards, and the shop owners laughed. You want to sell this? I've got 50 cases in the back. I can't give this stuff away. This was the moment of realization. That 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. isn't rare. You can buy one today for about $100. Every other card from that era, the 1988 Donruss, the 1990 Fleer, is worthless. The bubble had burst. The junk wax era was a perfect financial storm where a hobby was hijacked by greed. The companies, the dealers, and the price guides all told a story. This is an investment. This is rare. But it was a lie. They forgot the most basic law of economics, supply and demand. This is the Spanish Empire finding a mountain of silver and printing so many coins it destroyed their own economy. The card companies did the same, leaving a generation sitting on a treasure of worthless paper. It's a reminder that if everyone tells you something is a great investment, it's probably already too late.